All right, everybody, it's MMFQ Death here, and I am here with a couple of awesome people today for the Let's Talk. I have Hayden of the Killer Polar Bear,
Hi.
Jim Morialdi. I also have Cons or Cons Place.
Hello.
Or Connor.
Yep, that's me.
You know, Warstar,
Or Sam.
Demi Caliber,
Hello, or Dre.
Apparently we say names now.
Corey Cabral.
Hey,
Cabral? I thought it was
Figure out
Cabral.
that name.
I
it
don't know.
doesn't matter.
I didn't know how to say it. I just call him Corey, so you
Or
know.
you can call him Corey.
Corey.
Corey, we going crazy.
So should we jump right into it? Do you
Yeah,
want-
so pretty much the biggest topic of today is going to be the Steam Summer Sale that I'm pretty sure all of us know have been going on for since July 11th.
So awesome.
It's
3
amazing.
days
actually
left
the
of it.
first one I've really paid attention to. I always heard about last year. I didn't even get Steam till like 6 months ago, so.
Yeah, I was never a PC gamer for a while, so even though I had a PC like last year, I didn't have it during the summer sale.
I'm just
it's
gonna
pretty
go on
cool though.
Do Not
Like, there's
Disturb.
a lot of awesome games that have gone on sale so far. Like, I know my game library, my hard drive now hurts a lot more than my wallet does.
That's what I said. That's what
Yes, you did, sir.
Yeah, that's what I originally said, and they're taking it from me. I need to trademark it.
That was mine. I
No,
said
no
that.
copyrighted, Sam.
I'm just browsing through all the games right now. So how many games have you guys bought total?
Hold on, let me count.
Yeah, I'd have to count.
So
Um,
far,
the
I've
amount of
I've bought
money
about
involved.
14 games off the summer sale.
Does anyone want to list off some of the big names that went on sale?
Grand
Chivalry.
Theft
Arma
Auto.
2. Arma 2. Arma 2 is probably the biggest, considering that game is like $30.
Chivalry.
Yeah, Chivalry.
The
was,
entire Grand Theft Auto collection.
Skyrim is on sale right now for
$35.
Mountain
Yeah.
Blade Warband.
36. How many trading cards have you guys
84
got?
Episodes from Liberty City, Left 4 Dead 2, Saints Row the Third was on a massive sale. Oh my god, that was spectacular.
I was thinking about buying that.
Screw
but
that
I was
game.
like,
Screw
no.
that game, Ryan. Screw
I
it.
had to bring it up because I knew that you were going to get upset about it.
I wasted like $7 because I bought it when it was $15, and then it went
Which,
down.
which was still an awesome deal. Just throwing that out there. That was for the full package. So that was still an awesome deal.
Oops.
But,
Yeah.
but, you know, $7 would have been a lot nicer.
No. Freaking Skype.
Oh, I
actually
got-
this really cool thing. It was Counter-Strike, every one of them, the complete pack for like $6.
I'm done with buying games.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
Counter-Strike? I thought you meant Gmod.
I spent so much money.
I got Gary's mod for $3.
I got Gary's mod for $3 also a long time ago. Christmas, I think.
I bought it for
Yeah,
like
those
$6.
are insane.
Demi, did you buy anything this time round?
Mountain Blade Warband and Chivalry. That's it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
so
bought,
I'm the
like,
only
a-
one who didn't buy anything.
I
Mostly
bought a
because
crap ton of
I
stuff.
spent so much money recently that I'm just not in the means to buy any games right now. Even if they are literally $3 to $1, don't have the means to buy them at the moment.
Well, also, you've been pretty busy, Cons, because you're still working on another parody. You already finished one, and you still have been uploading, I think, daily content, right?
Yeah, and that even took quite a bit of money to publish and license, so that sank my account a bit.
I think
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah, with your animations for Vicstar, which his intro just got completed today.
I
and-
want to see that.
And my
I can't wait
serve.
to see that.
And
I
should
make
we
a
tell
cameo,
our
I've heard.
should we tell the people
Well,
who are
hold on,
watching?
Hold on, let Demi finish, Sam.
Oh, and my servers. That's all I had to say.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the Pixelmon one or the role-playing one?
Both. I just
Both?
finished up
Nice.
six
Oh, you
months.
finished the Avatar one? Like, it's completely done?
It's almost done. Just gotta get the permissions and then get the donation thing up, and then I'll be putting it up.
All right, well, that's not bad at all.
Exciting.
So you guys should check out his website. I'll put a link in the description of mine so that
If
you
you
guys
all
can go
remember.
check it out. But
That's
yeah, we should all do like some channel updates or something like that.
Who wants to go
All
first?
right.
Connor.
All right,
I don't. Let me think. You, someone else go first.
I'll
I
go.
gotta think about this.
I'll go. I private all my videos.
Yeah.
'Cause it was
DeAndre privated all his
unorganized.
videos.
It was unorganized. I didn't like it. Just all the thumbnails like cookie slap. I made that pink for some reason. Cookies. That was ugly. You know,
Seems
this
legit.
all unorganized. I was like, this is not even a Minecraft channel. I wanted this to be a Minecraft channel. I had Naruto and all that on there.
Yeah. All right, I have some stuff now. All right, so a few things. One, actually this morning I woke up. I had a message from. Oh crap! Don't tell me I just forgot. All right, wait. Let me look at my email real quick. I got it earlier. It was a. Oh, here you go. Zooming TV Games sent me a message offering partnership, and I have never heard of them before. But they have like 400, 500K subs on their main channel, so it's really they're not that small, but I really don't know enough about them. So I just asked for someone else to talk to me about it because I don't want to apply for anything when I know nothing about it.
Yeah, you
So
should
I got-
send me a link to them just so I can check them out for you, like later
Yeah,
on.
I'll link them to you. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, so machinimas. I haven't been doing any machinimas recently because I just want the freaking shaders and Cam Studio mod to update. So I'm just waiting for that. And I'm also trying to get some parodies working on. But before I go any further with the parodies, I'm still looking for a singer, which is apparently a lot harder than it seems. I've messaged
Well, you know,
so many people. It is
You did find that
ridiculous.
karaoke thing, so I mean, you at least have a jump on it more than most people do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, I'm still waiting for that to happen. But a lot of stuff gonna happen soon. Just when it happens. That's pretty much it.
Oh, I have one more thing. I like to share.
Go for
Sharing
it.
is
All
caring
right,
is stuff.
I'm gonna even though I just talked about Minecraft only channel, I was actually gonna do a Devil May Cry. But
Oh, I want to play Devil May Cry. I actually really want to. Is it? Have you played it yet?
yes, I played like.
No, this is
4
DMC Devil May Cry 5, right? The new one?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm not a huge fan of these like Minecraft only as like an only game that you're allowed to play on your channel. I mean, to me, YouTube is more of I'm gonna play what I find fun, and if I like it, then I'll record it and share it with other people, and hopefully they find it as entertaining as I do. I mean,
Problem-
that's the way I look at YouTube.
Yeah, but the problem with that is you really have to build your audience around that. Because if you don't, views are going to obviously fall. Like I can say that with my Cube World series. Like I'm cutting it down to only 2 episodes per week now because they're getting just so little views compared to my other videos and series. So it's really just not worth it to play other games. I mean,
Yeah, but at the same time,
as
Cube
free-
World is still fairly new too. So I mean, you know,
Well, I
Cube
mean, look at all
World
the
is like.
exposure it's getting. It's getting crazy.
Oh yeah,
exposure
no, it's
throughout
getting
YouTube.
crazy exposure, but I mean, it's not really a game you want to watch. It's more of a game you want to play, solely because
that's
it doesn't really have any real thing to do in it except for the same thing over and over.
Yeah, that's another thing I realized. Really, all you do is it's a grinding game. You have to grind a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. So I mean, it's
do
not
more
really a
grinding
game.
in that game than I did in 8th grade dance party. So you know.
Would you do more grinding in that game than Dark Souls?
Don't know what Dark Souls is.
I love those silent
Oh my
went.
god.
Never
man.
mind.
I'm not gonna lie though, you grind in Dark Souls more than almost any other game on the market.
Yeah.
The game is insane.
But
trying
that
to
game
get
also
any-
makes you so angry.
That's debatable. I think Nick would debate that with you if he was here.
Everybody that I talk to who's played it says that it makes them so angry.
Well,
Speaking
that's
of
probably because in
games-
fairness they're bad.
Speaking of games that make you angry, the Hive released a whole bunch of new mini games. Hive's a very popular server that has survival games and a ton of other mini games they just released. And oh my goodness, one of them is One in the Chamber. It's just like a copy of good old Call of Duty One in the Chamber. And oh my goodness, that game makes me want to scream and rip someone's head off
We're
so
awesome.
bad. And Demi or Ryan, whoever I played with, I keep forgetting. You'll know
Me.
that. Yeah, that was you, Demi. Oh man, that made me so mad.
So are we still gonna do channel updates? I know Ryan
Yeah,
had
we
it.
are. We're moving on to
Sorry,
Hayden.
we just got out of track. All right, Sam.
No, it happens.
No, I think Hayden
We're
went
just gonna
next.
hate it.
Hayden? Wait, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Joke down.
All right. Well, let's see. Got the gaming PC, made 3 videos with it, and then haven't really made anything else. But I'm actually in the process actually right now of editing a video, and I'm gonna render it out. And then I also have some plans in the future to do some videos with the games that I bought on Steam, because I bought 18 games on the
Yeah.
Steam sale, and I still have $30 left, and there's still 3 days left. So I'm gonna buy a lot more, but I'm planning on doing a Amnesia Let's Play, which should be pretty. I don't know.
Or if
I
I
don't know.
cannot wait for that over any of
Horrifying.
your Let's Plays. That is the one I'm gonna watch before
So-
anything else.
They're gonna be face cam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely a
Oh,
face
yeah.
cam.
There can't be
So-
Amnesia without a face cam.
Yeah, I was actually gonna start recording that tonight when it gets dark. So.
Oh, yeah.
So expect that like soon. I'm not gonna put any like date on when it's gonna like go up because I'm like terrible at sticking to dates. So
Well, especially when you work 2 jobs, you know. It's a little
Exactly.
bit difficult.
exactly. So it's not really like I can't really like guarantee anything like of when, but it will be happening eventually. And then like I'm planning on doing some videos with like Super Meat Boy and Super Hexagon because those games absolutely make me rage, and I think it'd be hilarious for people to watch that. And yeah, I mean I don't know. Maybe if I haven't played like half the games I bought, so if I like discover that one of these games that I got is like amazing at videos, I don't know. I don't know.
I
yet.
definitely, I don't know about Hayden, but I definitely plan on doing some GTA 4 multiplayer videos. Like,
Yes.
not
Yes.
just like straight up videos, but definitely like some montage videos of like some funny stuff that happens whilst me, Hayden, and probably John
Can I
play
join?
GTA 4. Yeah, if you have it, dude. Do you have Liberty City Stories?
Liberty City. I have 4.
Oh, dude,
Mm.
Liberty City Stories I think is like $2 right now on Steam.
Let me go
I'll
check.
buy it.
Yeah, I don't know the exact price right now, but that ties into our Steam summer sale.
All right,
Like
Ryan.
we're advertising for
Exactly.
Valve. We are advertisers for Valve. But I have some news for my channel.
Yeah, you hit a
First and
milestone this
foremost,
week.
You guys will probably know that my audio sounds a hell of a lot different and a lot better. So I just recently got my Blue Yeti, and by recently I mean it hasn't even been 24 hours since I got it.
Breaking in the new Yeti.
Exactly, got to get it working, man.
Ooh.
Gotta get all good and oiled up.
Yeah, exactly. You got to
everything
get it all
into it.
lubed and greased and spin it around and rub it up and
What
down.
if somebody
and, oh,
just,
man,
like-
this is getting dirty.
Skip to that part of the video where you just said all those adjectives.
But no, also I hit a huge milestone on my channel, which is just utterly amazing, and I don't really know how to express my gratitude towards all of you beautiful 515 subscribers.
Blame the 5K. That's what Ant said.
But a whole 515, that is insane. That's half of 1,000. I just don't even know how to thank you guys. I'm gonna try to work on something for a 500 subscriber special, but with the time it'll probably take, I might be at 600 by then, so we'll see. If not, it'll still come out as like a late thing. There's gonna be a lot of work going into it though, and I'm not gonna give any spoilers away, except for it should definitely be amusing and very entertaining. So that's pretty much the only spoilers I'm giving away for that one.
I can't wait till Vicstar puts up his first episode of the series.
That should be equally as awesome.
Dude, I've had some pretty good clips coming up. I'm excited for my clips to be maybe shown on there. If you guys don't know what you're talking about, Vicstar, YouTuber, he's hosting he's doing like a series, top 5 Minecraft Hunger Games plays or whatever you want to call it. And since Demi knows him, maybe I can get a few of my awesome clips in there. Maybe, I don't know. They're pretty awesome. They could get on their own actually. So I
That
don't
would
need
be
you,
awesome
Demi.
though.
I
So
don't need
Yeah.
you, Demi. Oh snap!
Oh, okay. I'll remember this.
No, I
yeah,
need
that just means don't even tell him, man. Just like don't even tell Vicstar that you got some friends who have some clips going up there.
Exactly.
If he asks you, just throw my name out there.
Alright.
No, no.
It's Gucci.
It's a word of a lifetime.
Corey, you don't have a channel, do you?
No,
He shares with me, actually.
what?
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, very much so.
No.
That's what your teachers would teach you back in like primary school.
Have you guys ever looked at my Steam account thing and look at my picture and notice it's Herbert the Pervert?
Yes.
Yeah.
I never changed it.
No.
man.
Yeah, I
have-
would see it. It would be like Demi Caliber is now playing Mountain Blade Warband, and then I would just see that face, and I'd be like, and I always forget to tell you and ask you why that's your profile picture, but whatever. So-
Why not?
Like 3 months ago, I did trolling with my voice. Actually, yesterday I did trolling with my voice with Corey. We just added random people into a Skype call that did not know about my voice yet. I just started messing with them.
Speaking
By
of
the
random
way,
people,
Demi, just throwing this out there, I would wait a little while because right now the episodes from Liberty City is on sale for 50% off for $10. But I know for a fact you could get it for like $2. So if we see it like come up in the voting, hopefully it gets voted again, and if it does, I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right. So
wait, I had a smooth transition about to come up, you guys.
Go for it.
Speaking about random people, we had some fun on Omegle the other day.
oh, I did
Yes,
too.
we did.
Today and yesterday, mostly Ryan.
Goodbye.
Sadly I could not participate, but I heard of all the fun shenanigans that were going on.
Screw that
Sadly-
website.
Hayden saw so much
basically,
penis.
The whole reason I was on there was because Mr. Technical Difficult had tweeted that he was going to be on there for like a fan meetup thing for his like Omegle videos and stuff like that. So I was on there for quite a while, and I don't know, I saw plenty of shenanigans.
I saw
but
one-
I don't know.
I saw one set of tatas.
Oh, you poor thing, your eyes are scarred.
Not
Yeah,
really.
I don't know. I saw this really awesome thing though that it made me want to throw up and like have a dance party at the exact same time.
Wait, what?
Was it the guy twerking?
Yes, it
The
was
old
this
guy?
like 450-pound guy who had MTD written with like a big Sharpie as a tramp stamp. And he was just twerking it out, dude. He was going ham. I mean, I was just sitting there like, I had to stop for a second. I was like sitting there getting nexted. And then I see this twerking dude, and I'm just like, jigga 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 jiggle, yeah. A jigga 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 jiggle, yeah.
So channel
Girl, look
updates.
at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Mickey D's. Oh my god, but it was fantastic, dude. I was just sitting there like, wow, this is insanity.
I was so sad I couldn't participate. See, my parents, or well, my dad, puts on like a filter. Basically, certain websites are filtered out, and that
Your
was
parents
one of
actually
them.
do that.
Yeah, they
Well,
do. it,
his
man. It
dad is a
sucks.
network administrator, so
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
he
he
has
knows
his
what
own
to do.
private domain.
yeah.
So
Sucks. But anyways,
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's not really that. It wasn't that awesome though. It's not like I got to meet Mr. Technical Difficult. So I mean, you didn't miss out on a lot. You just missed out on some of the funny shenanigans that we got to see and all that.
there were a few fakes though.
Oh, plenty.
Like, yeah, we were talking to someone, and they were freaking out when they thought they saw and met Mr. Technical Difficult. But after some further research, I guess you could put it, it was not him. Alas, not him.
Sadly.
So
Yeah.
channel updates that I have. I started a couple of new series. I hit 150 subs, but then lost a couple. And series I started were like Remember Me, and I think I
Do you
started
plan on finishing the series all by Saturday?
by Saturday. I don't think I can do that.
I like that one. Oh my god, that was good.
I can try and finish Remember Me by Saturday, because I'm actually almost done. And other than that, I started Pokemon Soul Silver, which you cannot challenge me to finish by Saturday, because that's literally a
Yeah,
200-hour
because
game.
Even with Sam being like the most speed runificated person in the entire world. Yes, I just made that word up. Go check it. It is now in Webster's, and by Webster's I mean Urban Dictionary. And by Urban Dictionary I mean you'll probably find it on Reddit. But Sam is like, oh, look at this game. What's the first thing I have to do? Let's go check how long it'll take to beat.
No.
Oh, I can beat that time. Dude, don't even lie. Every game you have ever told me about you're going to start a series on, the first thing I hear is, oh, it's a 12-hour game. Oh, it's a 5-hour game.
I just like to get a
Like,
little.
oh, I'm not going to buy this game because it's not worth it because it's only a 6-hour campaign.
I don't want to play like a really, really short game. I mean,
Dude,
I
just
will.
buy a game because it looks fun. Don't go check up how long it's going to take you to beat. That's like the whole purpose.
If it's a really good game, then I'd buy it. But I mean, if it's some like crappy campaign for like some shooter with a good multiplayer aspect but with bad campaign, no.
Okay, wait. Here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
who plays campaign anyways?
Did you really just say if it's a good multiplayer game with a crappy campaign, you're not going to buy it? Are you retarded?
No. Oh my god. I said I wouldn't
Dude, that's
play the
exactly
campaign
what
for my
Call of Duty
channel.
is. That is
I haven't-
exactly what Call of Duty is.
I have
exactly.
a counter. I have a counter to this argument with
Yes.
what Sam is saying, that he doesn't want to play a crappy short
Campaign.
campaign. Journey, which was up for Game of the Year last year, only has a 5-hour game campaign mode.
No, I said
and
if
it's
the
one of
game
best
is
games ever.
okay. I said that if
I'm
I
just saying,
said
don't
that
judge
if the
it- don't
game-
judge it off of length.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
stop, Hayden. You didn't
Judge
hear
it
me
off
what
of
I
how
said
fun it was.
at the end. I was trying to say if it looks really, really good, then I would buy it. But I
that's
don't
not what
particularly-
We're saying you shouldn't even have to look up the time at all. You should just look up a review.
We've been through this.
Maybe watch a video. No, yes, we have, and every time you still bring up the same stupid points. Look, all we're saying is, look, there are how many people of us in this call?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
There's
6.
6 people. Okay, so out of 6 people, let's go. I'm gonna name one person at a time. You give me a vote. I'm gonna ask one question, okay?
We all know what the outcome would be.
No, just wait. We're gonna do it just to prove. Okay.
I like polls.
Now this poll is going to be: do you need to know the length of a game if it looks fun?
No,
Pretty
Hayden.
sure we just went through this.
no. We all
I
know
know.
the answer.
No.
Cons.
No, not necessarily.
No,
Damn
I
it.
say no.
Demi? I don't think he's here. Corey?
It's raining.
Nope.
Okay. So all
And
of
I
us
even said
but
no. So
three.
yeah.
Well, then why do you check it? you just contradict.
Well, then why'd you make the poll if you already knew the result?
because
confirm the
I
result.
just
Point.
wanted to confirm it.
You need scientific confirmation.
Yeah, exactly. It's not considered. It's
You hear that,
considered a theory until proven mathematically that it is a law. So in this call, it is a law that the length of a game does not, like, I just lost the word, but it does not play directly to how good the game is.
True that.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to like make you out to be a bad guy. I'm just like trying to show you like you do not need to look up a game being, oh, this game is 4 hours. Oh, this game is 6 hours.
But that's
the
not
6 hour
what I'm
game is
trying to-
20.
That's not what I'm trying
Alright,
to
what
put
are you
out.
trying to say then? What are you trying to say? Say it. I wanna know.
Usually, the only reason I would go on to check the time is just to get an idea of how long I could make a let's play on it. Like, should I
You
make?
don't have to make a let's play out of everything you buy.
But I want. But it's a thing that you want to do sometimes.
It's not though. Like, okay, I get what you were saying. What I'm trying to say is Skyrim, for instance. You said that Skyrim, according to that website where you check the length of time that it takes to do like a playthrough of it,
It's
is
an
less
infinitely
than
long
Pokemon.
game.
Wait, just stop. Is less than Pokemon. You need to stop interrupting, sir. It's not polite. But you said that it's less than Pokemon, like Red, I think was the one it was.
No, Black. I think Black 2. I
Okay,
think.
then Black. Yeah, it was Black too. You're right. All right, but according to that website, Skyrim takes less time to complete, and I mean completely complete, except for the miscellaneous quests that randomly generate all the time. To complete the entire game and all side quests, as well as all guilds and all DLCs and everything, takes you less time to complete than Black 2, which, in my opinion, is total bullcrap. And here's the reason why. Because in Skyrim, half the time that you play, you just want to walk around and explore. That's what the game is for.
Well, they take all
That's
that
the
out.
difference between. But wait, that's what the game is for. So, in reality, by going and checking these time frames, you're just making it so that you have to stick to that time frame instead of where if I do an LP on a game and I don't know how long it is, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh man, it took me like 5 hours to do this part, and according to this chart, it should have only taken me like an hour and a half. Like that's what I'm saying.
No,
is
but
you
what I'm
shouldn't-
saying is the
there's
reason
no-
for the
there is no
times.
baseline. But no, what I'm saying is there is no reason for the times, and you're just contradicting it. There's no reason for the times because when you buy a game and you want to do a let's play of it, you should just play it at your own pace. You want to take your time, have fun with it, do the quests, do whatever there is in the game. You don't want to just rush through the story. You don't want to like do this. You want to just like take your time and have fun with it. That's what YouTube is
That's what I'm
for.
gonna
That's
do
what Let's
with Grand
Plays
Theft Auto Vice City, most likely.
Well, I hope so.
And that's
'cause
also what I'm
if you
doing with
rush-
Soul Silver.
I mean,
Well,
I don't know. I don't think it's necessary.
Sam, so I have a question for you. So, I haven't watched your Last of Us Let's Play just because I want to play the game without knowing anything about it. Right?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know how you did it, but I've heard that some of the best parts of that game are when you take your time going through a level and you like explore it and find little like things they put in the game
Oh yeah.
bring you closer into the story. Which And what website were you using to judge? Like, what website do you?
I
use
didn't
to
check the
judge
time for
time
The
off
Last
of?
of Us.
Yes,
no,
you
no,
did.
Not for
I'm
The
just
Last
curious.
of Us, no.
What
Yes, you
website
did.
for any game? What website?
What do you wait? What'd you say, Hayden?
What
Website do you go to check the time of how long a game takes to complete?
I think it was called like How Long to Beat.
Okay, see, that's if
sounds
you're
like a
just going
porno.
straight through the game, straight through, not exploring.
Yeah.
But you miss like everything by doing that. So basically, what I'm trying to get at is going off that time. That's saying that you're just going through with missing half of what they put in the game.
Exactly.
So
But I
why
don't
are
just do
you
a straight
judging-
run through. I always check for loots and everything in the room before I move on.
Yeah,
Then
but
don't-
checking
I think
for
we just need to
loots
move
and
past
taking your
stuff.
time. Well, hold on. Just like checking for loot and taking your time and actually taking in the scenery and getting into the game is an entirely different topic.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I
those
always
are
like whenever
entirely
we're at
different
like one of those
things.
points in the games of The Last of Us. Like usually, you know, there's like some views that are amazing. Like you'd see like this very cinematic sunset. I would actually look at that for a little while. It was pretty.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I just.
And people were
I don't know,
complaining
dude.
to me
I've
that
seen some of your like Let's Play episodes, and I completely disagree because there's like certain parts where I would have just like walked over. Like I've seen writing on the walls, and like you just walk past them, and I would have been like running over and been like, "What does all of this say?" Like I have to read every single word here.
which game?
Like I don't know. In The Last of Us, like there was
In The
like
Last of Us.
8
No.
times you did that.
Then I would have
Yes.
just missed it by accident by not noticing.
8 times.
8 times.
I mean, that's kind of hard to believe. Yeah, there was like 8 times you did that in like 4 episodes.
Then I would have just like not had a good eye. People were
You're
also
cutting out.
saying that my Let's Play was too short because it was 12 episodes, and they were saying that I ran
It
through
was.
because of that. But the thing is, each episode was like 45 minutes to an hour.
Well,
Because I
were
wanted to
they,
try
though? I
something
didn't think they were
different.
that long.
I wanted to try something different.
I
but-
thought each one of your episodes was like 20 minutes.
No. I started like for The Last of Us. It was kind of different. Like what I do for most Let's Plays now is just like 20-minute long episodes. But like on The Last of Us, I did about 45-minute to hour-long episodes.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, let's transition off this topic.
Thank you.
We've been on it far too long.
Let's talk about
Anyway.
cons in the chat real fast.
So, what exactly have you guys? Any like special things you guys have seen lately that you want to like mention, or any like awesome things you found on like for Minecraft or
Titanfall?
anything like that?
I did find something. I see. Do you
Man,
see
I gotta
that-
use the bathroom.
Do you see that thing over there?
What thing?
That thing over there.
That's
Yeah,
East
yeah,
Troll.
yeah. I see it.
All right.
No, but I found a horse for the first time with in horse armor.
That's pretty sick.
In Minecraft?
Yeah, on the server, this one server.
That's awesome.
I actually wait, go ahead, Cons.
I've never really played that much SMP or straight up vanilla to the point where I started getting to end game goals and such. So I never really did. Like the first SMP thing I've ever done, or the first like just plain old vanilla single player or whatever. I built a house on a cliff, and that was pretty much it. I didn't understand how to do anything. I remember not knowing how to craft a crafting bench. And oh man,
Seriously?
I miss those days. Yes, I was like, how do I craft this stuff? I don't get it. Oh my god, I miss those days. It was so fun Minecraft back then.
The
I mean,
first
it's still
time I
fun now,
played-
but just nostalgia.
No,
Nostalgia.
I completely understand what you mean, dude. Like, I started playing back in a really early beta, and I played the alpha versions. But I mean, like, I remember back when Cobblestone had a different texture. Back
Yeah.
when grass was like super neon.
I mean, I started playing after 1.8, so the beta.
Oh man, so you already had the hunger bar when you started. See, that's no fun.
Yeah.
I played,
Before Hunger Bar, dude.
Yeah, dude, I remember like 1.7.3 beta was probably my favorite version.
I played before they put up that update saying Herobrine was removed in 1.6.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wait, they started that in 1.5, I thought.
No, it's 1.6.
It was the Halloween update.
Was it started in 1.6 though? Was the first time they did it? I thought they did it before that.
It's whatever the Halloween update was, right?
No, the Halloween update was 1.3 or 1.4.
I think it's 1.3.
I just realized I had my mic muted for
Because
about 2 minutes.
1.5 was the bed update, I think.
No. I ever since I started really playing Minecraft, I've been really up to date with the changes and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But before that, I really know nothing.
No, see, I know all of them. It's just trying to keep track of like 18 different major updates is, it's ridiculous. It's like trying to think of what you had for dinner the last 2 weeks of your life.
I can tell you. I pretty much having the same thing.
So
These
am I.
Domino's mini pizza. My God, they were amazing.
Oh, I want to talk about a moment where I got angry the other day because
Go for it.
I was invited to a Feed the Beast server, and like it was only me on at like 2 a.m. at the morning, and like I was playing the Dire Wolfpack, and like the server randomly crashed, so I had to wait until it was morning time at like 8 a.m. until they put it back up, and they put it as a 1.6, so everything was gone, and then they made up Minecraft, and I played on that server on the Dire Wolfpack for 7 hours straight, and I had all the machines, everything, and everything was gone.
Oh man.
So I play Minecraft, and I get all my stuff back, and then this guy moves in with me, and I didn't want to move in with him, and I didn't want him to live with me, so I take all my stuff to go down to a cave just to get away from him, and some creeper blows me up, and I fly into lava, and all my stuff is burned, and then I just quit.
Oh.
Well, I can see why.
That sounded like kind of like a support group. Yeah, I got really angry when hello, my name is Demi.
The Killer Polar Bear is
I've
now
been
playing
angry.
Borderlands 2.
Oh my God, I'm trying to say something funny here. You just ruined my joke, man.
Good.
Well, Sam's good at that.
Yeah, you really are good at that. Hello, my name is Demi Caliber, and I've been angry for the past 30 minutes.
I mean, DeAndre's
I
mad he
don't
just
know how to
doesn't
fix
speak.
it. I need some support, you guys. You
I
guys
need
just
help.
need to like tell me exactly
I've lost
what I
my
need
family.
To do.
I had no idea what Sam said, but he said something about DeAndre.
Huh?
My wolf got killed. They killed my horse.
Said my
They took
name.
its diamond armor, and then they stole my block of iron. I don't know what to do anymore. They even took my macerator.
Not my macerator.
You mean the Macerator?
By the way, just throwing this out there, I said it like that just for you, Preston. He's not here today, you guys. But I did just throw that version of that out.
I think
just
you
for
mentioned
Preston
that his
because he
sleeping
corrected
pattern.
me.
Why? How do you say it?
Apparently, I say it macerator because that technically both ways are the correct pronunciation. There isn't like any massive thing that says that it's one way or the other. But it's just like iron is our correct pronunciation, but in England, the correct pronunciation for them is iron.
Yeah.
That's how I
Really?
say
Yeah.
it.
So
Dude, you
I
should-
don't like saying it that way. I say it the American way. Same with macerator because it's spelled that way, and in English it would be pronounced macerator. But apparently in all of the other countries that speak English, it is macerator. So
Macerator.
I'm just throwing that out there. I said it just for you, Preston. If you listen to this, then you know that you're loved, and by
I
loved
was-
I mean I hate you.
I was
Yeah,
actually
you
on
always-
I was on Omegle today, and I was actually having the same conversation with these two British girls, and they were saying, "Hey, we made up the language, so you gotta speak it correctly."
That's incorrect though, because they didn't actually make up the language. They still stole it from another culture and then changed parts of it.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
Where all languages come from.
English is built up of like 3 different languages because it's like
Yeah.
Latin,
More than
based,
3,
and then it's
more
also
than 3.
like, I think it has, I don't remember everything.
It
It
has
has
really
Spanish
every-
origins
there's
in it.
mixed
It
Spanish,
has,
it has French origins in it. It has
well,
like some
see, the thing
German.
though is the easiest way to say it though is actually now correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this is the way it works is French,
Wrong.
Spanish, and Italian are all Romance languages. So they're all essentially the same languages. They're like
Oh,
interchangeable. Like you can take a lot of words out of Italian, and I know this for a fact, and switch them out with words in Spanish, and they're almost identical.
Mhm.
Like the word for like how to say I love you in Spanish is I think it's te amo, and in Italian it's ti amo, like ti instead of te.
Mhm.
So I mean, like they're pretty similar, and then French is again almost the same, and all of those were derived out of Latin, if I remember correctly, where
Yes,
most
yeah.
languages were derived
Latin,
from.
Latin based.
Yeah. So I mean, essentially English was based off of Romance languages, which means that it was derived from Latin, and it is also a combination of I can't remember. I think it's like German, and there's one other language in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially, anyway, the point I was making there is that the English actually didn't make the English language. They just did what everybody else did, and they heard a language and then kind of like changed it a little bit to fit their culture and made it work. And then actually, a lot of the words in the refined language dictionary, like the English dictionary that is now refined, actually came from the American culture and not the English. So even though they did start the language, we actually added a lot of what is known as the English language to it. So by all actuality, sorry to tell you, English people over in England, it's our language and we speak it correctly.
Well, you know what I
So,
say. I
I
say,
mean, just throwing that out there.
America, F yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'll do the fuck for you. It's okay. I can say that. Word.
So one thing that I want, when you were talking about how like they pronounce like iron and however they say it,
Yeah, like
they
iron.
pronounce aluminum the weirdest way ever.
Aluminium.
Aluminium. Yep.
Yeah, it's like
same
what?
with the glass, like glacier. It's glacier.
And then
Yeah, I don't
potato.
understand.
Like, and here's the thing, right? English is known as being the most complex language in the entire
Uh-huh.
world, and that's not a lie whatsoever. It is known as being that because we're the only culture to not have like a short phrase like "what is" as one single word. We have to always have it as two,
Mhm.
and a bunch of different weird things like adjectives and all that. But it's known as being the most complex language in the world, and yet the people who supposedly made this language don't actually speak it right. Like if you listen to people who do speak the English language, like Preston, for instance, not bashing on the English culture over there in the UK whatsoever. I'm just stating a fact: is they don't pronounce R in words like R. Like when they say R, they're actually saying ah, like AH.
Mhm.
Like they would be like, "What ah?" And that is a complete fact. Like that is not made up whatsoever. It's no culture is or whatever the word would be for that. But like a lot of the words that they say, they don't actually pronounce them correct to the English language, which I think is hilarious. Like whenever Preston or like when they say like phrases that make absolutely no sense, like I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you can be bothered because you just brought it up, but you don't want to be bothered with it. That would be the correct way. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yes. It's like it's English. Have you ever checked a dictionary? That's what those words mean. Like,
Hayden.
Yeah.
Hayden.
man.
Metro Last Light, worth getting.
Yes.
All right.
For $40,
No.
$50.
$30.
Yeah, getting there.
Who has
So, like,
Trials
I would say, like,
Evolution?
Water
I would
price.
I would say like 20 would be a safe price.
What is it right now? Oh, it is actually $30 right now. It's 40%
Yeah.
off.
I mean, I don't know. I got it for free, so my judgment might be a little bit off of it. Like I really enjoyed it, but I don't want to tell anybody like, yeah, go spend $30 on it when
Flash
You guys
sales are
all
pretty
have to go to
bad right
Steam
now.
right now and vote for Super Meat Boy for me. It is going to be $3.75.
I
if
voted
you
for it.
vote, and then I can buy it.
I will vote for that. I will vote for that.
I already voted for
Thank
it.
you very much. And if I have this up, actually,
Okay.
this video should be uploaded by the time that actually isn't done voting, because we still have almost 2 hours. So if you guys are watching this, make sure to go vote for Super Meat Boy for me so that we can buy it.
I don't know. I really like that other game.
The Flash sales
What
are pretty
other game?
bad.
They
the,
look bad.
the other two games that might be in that buy
What is it like?
what are
Retro
they
City
called?
Rampage.
Retro City Rampage, which is horrible, and Runner 2, which I've never heard of.
Runner 2
Yeah,
actually looks
Super
pretty
Meat
fun.
Boy.
Well, that Retro City Rampage is $3. But that Super Meat Boy will be 75 more cents. I think I want this thing.
I don't know, man. I think it's worth the 75 more cents.
But look at it, it's 75% off, but that one's 80% off.
See, here's the thing. Most of my subscribers that I do get comments from or anything like that always comment on how much they love to see me rage. So if you guys would like a lot more rage videos, definitely go vote for Super Meat Boy on Steam.
If you guys want to see me act stupid, vote for Super Meat Boy. I was gonna say Retro City, but never mind.
It's like
Yeah,
by rage,
because-
you thought they meant the game rage.
Oh
you
God,
talked about.
no! If they watched my review on that, they would immediately understand exactly why that would never happen. Just that game is so bad. Just in every way of that word's meaning, it is just bad.
All right, Ryan. I really want to play Grand Theft Auto Episodes of Liberty City, so I'm probably just gonna buy it now.
Dude, you're probably gonna save like $8 if you wait.
Well, I'm probably gonna have to
Wait.
wait because my PayPal session keeps timing.
Gmod
out.
is only $250.
That's actually a really good price considering I paid $6 for it. I think I said I
Ah.
paid $3, but I actually remembered I paid $6.
Yeah, it was $6.
I paid $5 for
remind-
Killing Floor.
Demi though,
Yes.
take this advice from me, from somebody who bought like 3 games and didn't wait, and then they ended up going on like a 75% off sale, and I ended up like wanting to like hang myself because I spent like $10 more than I needed to. You should wait because like how much would they be on their own? Does anybody know?
What?
Like how much would Tales from Liberty City be on its own? Like
on
without
their
the
own,
sale
they
price?
are I think $20 because they're
And
50% off.
10.
They're
Okay.
$10 right now. 75% off would make them I think it's $5.
See, I don't really want to tell them like wait and then have the sale like end and then it not go on sale
Well,
again.
here's the thing though is
That's why
no
it's
that
such a gamble.
that 50% off is the summer sale. That's just the overall
Oh.
price.
Oh yeah, then
it-
wait.
It's
Wait.
not on sale right now. That's what I'm saying. It's not like on a flash sale. It's not a daily deal. It's not a yesterday's daily deal. It is just on the standard sale because right now it is going to be 50% off until the summer sale is over on the 22nd. So
Okay.
I would wait to see if it gets 75% off again
Yeah, dude, just wait.
because
Just wait
if
on that.
not, if it doesn't, then worst case scenario, you could just be like, well, I can still just pay $10 and get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with Ryan.
This
You
is
guys have
podcast
Grand
number
Theft Auto
10.
4, though?
Huh?
You guys have Grand Theft Auto 4 though?
Yes,
I
I do.
do.
I do.
But not on the computer.
I have a question for all of you right now.
Yes.
There's a flash sale for Fable the Third. Now, some of you were already in the call before the podcast, and I asked you about it and all that. But I actually really want to do a full poll on if you guys think it is worth $5, even though I've already played the game on Xbox Live.
No. If you already played it, then no.
Never played it.
Never even
It is a really fun game. It is.
If you think it's worth it because you played through it, if it's one of those games that you'd want to play through again, then yeah.
It's probably like a game that I wouldn't mind playing through again, and I'd probably
Yeah.
do it like YouTube or something.
If you don't
but
really want to play it over again, but you wouldn't mind, then I'd say no. In my opinion, that's just a waste of money.
I could never play through a game again. I do not know why.
yeah, but also see, I played through it like a really long time ago. Because
Oh.
Fable 3 is how old now? Actually, well, I guess it wasn't that long because it's only 2011 was when it was released. But it feels like it's a really long time. I just remember like basically the only problem I had, like the only beef I had with the game, was that the whole purpose was that you start out and you have to like become a king and then you have to fund the entire city, right? Well, I got to that point where I became the king in like 4 hours of gameplay, if that. Like it actually was probably like 2. And then after, because also your saves from Fable 2 transfer over, which by the way, you guys, is probably like the best game in the history of Fables. Fable 2, incredible, must buy if you haven't played it. Anyway, but your like save will transfer over, like your gold and stuff. You'll like lose some, but you get some. So I mean, it didn't take me very long to get to be a king. And then when you get to be a king, there isn't really much that you do. You just kind of sit on your throne and listen to people tell stories about like what they want, and then you have to make a decision, which is a cool like idea and concept. It just wasn't very
Hang on
fun
one
to
sec.
be a player to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't ever played Fable 3 before, I would say that it's worth $5. But I wouldn't say that. Now that I think about it, I don't think for me it's worth $5. It really saddens me to pass it up though, because that is a really good game.
See, I really want to get into like Xbox gaming and stuff because I have an Elgato and stuff, but I don't just have I don't have the money to pay for those games, which sucks because I really like Call of Duty. I know it's like a general game and it kind of sucks. It does, but I like it a lot, and
Well,
I
dude,
really want to
just play it on PC with a controller.
But Elgato,
Well,
Xbox friends.
use your Elgato on your PC. You know you can record with it, right?
Yeah, I know.
And then it won't take away from your system stuff. Like you won't waste resources on recording.
Yeah, but I have an Xbox. I have Live. I'd like to use it.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. I understand that. Plus Xbox Live is fun, but I don't know. My only reason for saying that Xbox Live is even worthwhile as far as YouTube goes is solely for one, trolling.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
okay, I
two,
got some
all of
awesome
the 5
trolls.
kids
I
that like
wanna
flip
troll,
out.
dude.
Other than those two, though, there's no reason not to play it on PC, especially with the upped graphics and the fact that the game is just overall funner.
More fun, you mean?
No, funner is
I
actually
really do.
correct.
Like
Look it
I
up in the
started
dictionary.
out, although I mean most of my gaming life has been with an Xbox, and I do like it a lot. Now, whether or a console, because I'm not gonna say, because I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna go with Xbox One or PS4. Most likely PS4, unless Xbox pulls something crazy that makes it look amazing. I know, but why not both? Why not both?
That meme.
No, because PC
By
is
the way.
ultimately better in every way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me at least, there's no reason for me to get a next-gen console at all, considering that both of my PCs have better hardware, can play games better.
Well, I don't
already
have a
some
$5,000
stuff.
piece of computer.
Well, dude,
so.
even my like $1,200 PC is still better than them in every regard except for my GPU, which again I didn't have the money at the time to buy a better one. But I mean, I could buy a new GPU that would still
Sorry.
it would make my computer into like 5 times
Sorry.
what an Xbox One or a PS4 could be for the same price as the console. Actually, cheaper.
I just
but-
like Xbox. I do. I like Call of
I
Duty.
love
like
Xbox.
I like Call of Duty on the Xbox. Just my opinion.
I love Xbox. I
Only
mean, don't get me
plays
wrong,
where
I
I can
love it
fix
entirely.
it.
It's just it got old. Like consoles just kind of I outgrew them, I guess.
Yeah, the only
just-
reason I'm not playing console more is because I don't have any of the newer games, really. I mean, I stopped buying the Call of Duties after Black Ops 1 because my brother wouldn't split the money with me anymore because we played them together.
I
But
thought you were
once he
gonna say
stopped...
because Black Ops 1 sucks so bad.
Dude, I love Black Ops 1.
That game is
do.
so bad.
Oh, I don't know. No.
Oh, it was
Anyways,
terrible Call of
'cause
Duty
we-
4.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I did
called
interrupt
you out.
Cons for that.
What did he just say?
Call of
He
Duty
just
4
called you out.
was the terriblest.
Get out of the call. Get out.
If he gets out of the call, though, he'll end the whole call.
Well, we're started. I don't care. Get
I
out.
was kidding. Calm down.
I knew he was joking. That's why I didn't rage at it. Because believe me, that would be just the stupidest. That would be like someone saying Modern Warfare 2 wasn't the best Call of Duty to
I
come out
already
yet.
told Ryan that I like Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4 the most, like a long time ago.
Like in all honesty, here's what happened when me and my friends went to the release of Black Ops. Okay, number one, we went there, stood outside of GameStop for 6.5 hours to get that game. We were like the 4th people in line. We got in, got it. We were so happy. Got back home. All of us got on Xbox Live. So hyped, like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good. Like Modern Warfare 2 is amazing. This game's gonna be epic. Put on my disc tray, loaded it up, looked at the graphics for 5 seconds, went, well, at least if the game is better, then it's okay. Load up the multiplayer, hit detection is garbage. Okay, maybe it's just this gun. Switch to another preset. Nope, the hit detection is garbage. Move on, let's try something else. We'll try my favorite game mode, Hardcore Search and Destroy, where I used to call nukes on kids. Oh, look, now people don't make noise. Oh, now the perk system is completely overrated. Now the guns are OP because you can just buy like noob tubes right off the bat. Like as soon as you get some money, you can buy that as the first attachment. I mean, it was just
Yeah,
like
see,
24/7. There were
with
so
me-
many problems with it. I returned it the next day.
Yeah, see, with me, though, for a lot of games, I don't really look that far into them. If I have fun playing them, I like it. Same with movies. People rip, like, tons of movies to shreds because, oh, the acting wasn't good. Oh, the flares weren't good enough. I don't know. Stupid stuff like that. But as long as you sat there, watched it, and enjoyed, or sat there, played it, and enjoyed, That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
That's really all I care. If I have
No,
fun playing
I
it, that's
completely
all I
agree.
care.
No, I completely agree. I'm just saying, like, those are the reasons why I didn't enjoy playing it. Like, and the same thing with what you said about the flares or like the acting is terrible. If I watch a movie and the acting is terrible, then it's not really enjoyable.
Well, yeah,
Because the
that
entire
was
time
just
you're
the
sitting
first
there
thing that
like,
came up to my-
well, I mean, even
Speaking
like
of acting,
saying
it's
that
terrible.
the graphics aren't as good. Like,
Oh
I
my
mean, I
God.
can't even go back and watch the old Star Wars anymore because it's
Yeah.
like, why did I mean, like back in the day, those were like top tier,
Dude,
and
I
now you
watched
look at them versus CGI. and you're just like,
Sharknado yesterday,
"Meh." Did you?
and may I just say, best movie ever.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
I watched
so
that
many
movie
good
not too
things.
long
I've heard
ago.
so many good things.
Dude, it was freaking hilarious how bad it was. My God. The acting was just like, oh my gosh, it was so bad. The sharks were the fakest things I've ever seen. And
They were more
They-
realistic than the acting.
the tornadoes weren't even realistic looking. The concept is just brilliantly hilarious. And oh my goodness, one of the scenes, spoiler alert if you care, they fly a helicopter into a tornado because yeah, that's totally possible. And then they drop little propane bombs in there to stop the tornado because somehow that equalizes it. And then it also kills the sharks. But apparently sharks can live through tornadoes, so watch out, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. It is a horribly deadly concept. Like,
Yeah,
did you
another
guys
question.
know?
Yeah, how did tornadoes get sharks? I mean, tornadoes kind of start on land.
Well, it actually says when a freak hurricane swamps Los Angeles.
Oh yeah,
At least on.
Now, I
IMDb.
have to say-
I IMDb'd it.
yeah. Oh,
I did
it
see
was
one
It has
movie
a
this week,
4.0
though.
rating out of 10.
Dude, it was so funny. They were playing tweets. They They had like tweets pop up during the movie, and one of them was, "Now when Sharknado comes true, everyone's gonna treat it like a joke."
It's like, guys, there's a Sharknado. Enough said. Shut up.
But there's another scene. Most people have seen this if they watch the trailer, where a shark just comes out of nowhere. He's about to eat a girl when he comes flying out of nowhere, and apparently from the shark being flung at a girl, he has enough time to pick up a chainsaw, rev it up to start it going, push the girl out of the way, and then aim the chainsaw at the shark, and then splitting the shark in half.
Now, I have a
It's just
legitimate
awesome.
question real quick. Is it worth watching it in 720? Like, is it even worth watching it in HD?
Yes, because then you can see how bad it is.
Well, I have to go.
I watched it on my TV, my big TV yesterday.
Sam, it's 7
and I
o'clock.
No, I have to go eat dinner.
Okay.
Game looks
Well,
so
you guys
awesome.
say goodbye to Sam.
All right,
Bye,
peace.
Sam.
Fantastic. It is an amazing game. It's usually $10, but right now it's 25% off for $7.49 on Steam. But I would recommend, if any of you guys like how it sounds and you like Zelda and Final Fantasy, then you should check this game out.
Ryan?
But I would recommend waiting for it to be 50% off. And Sam, I heard you. Shut up.
No, I was gonna ask a question.
What?
Let me guess. Evoland.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it.
I want to do a let's play called Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
God.
I'm gonna
5D.
go like, I want to just sit there and go like, what cards to pick?
I want the Black Magician Girl. Or
She's
Dark Magician
cool. I
Girl.
liked her.
Peanut.
I actually played Yu-Gi-Oh a lot.
I have, like, forever ago. Wait.
Yeah. I actually went to that one movie. I think it was the latest Yu-Gi-Oh movie with the new blue-eyed white dragon. It was like a while ago though, but it's like I think.
Wait, are you talking about the Blue Eyes or the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon?
Yeah, I went to that movie and then like I took my whole family. I was the one
Yeah.
who actually got the card.
So did I. I actually got 2.
You did?
Yeah, I got Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, and I also got what was the other card that you could get? There was 2.
I have no idea.
I forget what the other one was, but I got 2 like separate cards because when I walked out, I was like, oh, I didn't get a card, and the guy was like, oh, here you go.
Oh wow.
So, did anybody see the sale on Train Simulator 2013?
Oh yeah, man, fantastic.
I mean,
Oh.
first of all, when my friends told me about Train Simulator, I was expecting it to be at a reasonable price. Like, Farming Simulator. You know how that's like $28, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is freaking $55 regularly.
Yeah, or the big picture pack is $107, or the summer collection is $162.99.
What's the most expensive thing on Steam, do you think?
I have no idea. But you could get Trains vs. Zombies 2
Trains vs. Zombies?
for $9.89, and that is a standalone game.
What do you think of Monaco?
I'm not a big fan of it.
What is it exactly?
Any like huge games though that you guys have either missed the sale for or bought?
Tales of Liberty City?
You didn't get that.
I'm gonna get that. Let's go.
Wait, sorry, what
No,
was the
okay.
question?
Hold on, first, before I retell you, Hayden, I'm pretty sure most of us know this, but so how about Sam when he
Oh
was
my
gonna
God.
buy GTA 4, right?
You gotta tell
He
them
was
to...
sitting there. Oh yeah, I have to tell him again. So anyway, Sam's sitting there like, "Hey, you guys, GTA 4 is like $5." And I'm
yeah.
like, "Yeah, but episodes from Liberty City with GTA 4 is $7.49." And he's like, "Yeah, but that's like $10. I only want to spend $5." And I was like, "Dude, it's $7.
I didn't hear you by
It's
then.
$7.50."
I
And
was
it's
like out the door.
game and 2 DLCs. No, you were still sitting there because then you replied again and you were like, "Yeah, but I don't need the DLC. I only want GTA 4." And I'm like, "But the DLC is like 2 separate games." And you're like, "Yeah, but I heard really bad things about them." And I'm like what? That they added tons of things that makes the base game 20 times better? And by that point, he was already out of his room. And then he comes back and he's like, "Okay, I just bought GTA 4." And I'm like, "You're an idiot."
Yeah, Sam, that no.
What about Star Trek the game for $7.50?
No.
terrible decision?
I didn't buy it, but
No, he's talking
Hey.
about you not buying
Oh.
episodes from Liberty City.
Yeah,
Ryan.
like you should have asked me because I have them. They're fantastic.
Or, he could have just listened when someone else talks, which
Well,
would have
I
done
know.
him some justice. Again,
Like
always.
I'm
I
working
know.
on it.
he does that a lot. He thinks he knows what he's talking about.
I'm
He knows-
working on it.
Hey, Ryan.
Just give me
Oh.
courage.
Yeah, Debbie?
My aunt got a new puppy. It's a
Did
Oh,
you?
I heard about that.
yeah, it's a golden.
What type of pup? What's the brand? brand. What's
The
the
Man,
the breed.
What's the brand of
It's-
puppy you got?
It's a golden retriever. It's running away. Come here.
my brand?
What brand? Oh, it's Pepsi.
What brand of puppy is it?
What brand of poppy is it? Is it Pepsi, Mountain Dew?
It's a yellow with a 3 retriever. Like,
My brand.
She's so adorable. I want to do a YouTube video on her.
Hey, Demi, I have a question.
Make a
What's
channel
Big
for
Star's
her.
in-game name?
Vic Stars what?
In-game name.
Vicstar123.
Vicstar123, capital V.
Okay. Someone's posing as Vic Star right now, and people think it's him.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Anyways, yeah, that's it.
oh yeah, but anyway, what are any like big games on sale that you either have bought or wanted to buy and didn't get a
I
chance to?
want to buy
I want to get Trials
Arma.
Evolution.
Daisy and Gary's Mod. Those are what I want.
I
but I
want
can't.
to play get Grand Theft Auto episodes of Liberty City, and then I want to get Deadpool, and then I think that's about it.
Wait, you actually want to get Deadpool?
That game looks so funny but cool.
The humor in
funny
that game is
feeling.
just so funny. I actually wanted to
Games
play it.
that we
Arma
want
2.
still.
Arma 2 right now for combined operations is $16.74, which in my opinion isn't worth it because you could get those for $8 if it goes on sale again.
Have I already told you guys that I got global banned from Daisy?
Yeah.
Because I shared copies. Because I didn't know you weren't allowed to do that, so they global banned me. I'm not going to buy it again.
Wow.
I kind of want to get
Wait,
Trials
buy what
Evolution.
again? Wait, buy what again?
If you get global ban, you have to rebuy it.
What,
That's
buy
what I
Arma
heard.
2?
Yeah, to get Daisy mod, you have to have Arma 2, right?
Yeah, you have to have Arma 2 combined operations.
Yeah, that's what I got banned off of. That globally. Come here, puppy.
Oh, well, dude, Arma 2 isn't that expensive, though. It's only like
Does anybody
$8
know when
on sale for combined operations.
the Daisy standalone comes out?
There's no definitive date for it yet. They said sometime in 2013.
I remember my friends, or not my friends, but like these kids were like standing around and they're like, "Yo, man, are you getting the DayZ standalone?" And this kid has a Mac, and he's like, "Yo, man, I can't wait for it. I'm gonna totally buy it on my Mac." And I was just like, "I don't think it's gonna be on Mac." And he's like, "Yeah, it is."
If I remember correctly, I want to say that DayZ said that they are going to put it on as many platforms as possible.
Mac,
but right now,
probably
only
wouldn't be
two of them have actually been confirmed, and one of which is Xbox, and the other one is PC.
Really, Xbox?
Yeah, Xbox was a big supporter of DayZ, but originally PlayStation was, and then they dropped it.
So there's no chance
Yeah,
of
I know.
PS3 getting it?
Surprising.
No. There is definitely a chance. It's just, if I remember correctly, because I read like 4 different posts on it, and each one had a different story, but again, they were from different time periods. At one point, according to the dates on the different posts I've read, PlayStation was a big adopter of it. It was an early adopter of DayZ standalone. And then they dropped it because of the War Z, the MMO, because it was making DayZ get a lot of like crap. Like, you know, people were like complaining to DayZ because they thought it was his game.
Yeah.
And then Xbox picked them up and they were like, look, we like the game. We think that the standalone will sell amazingly. People love it. It has a huge following. We're all in. And DayZ was like, cool. Like, you guys own Windows, which is what we're going to put it on. And you guys also own Xbox, which is another platform we'd like to get it on. So those are 2 confirmed things that it's going to be on. At least Xbox was confirmed before 1. So I don't know if it is now that Xbox One is coming out, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't you make
DayZ
a couple?
standalone, regardless, should be awesome.
Didn't you make a couple videos talking about why the Xbox One wasn't bad?
One talking about why it wasn't bad. The
Well,
other
it's
one
not
saying
bad.
that they did damage control.
The
Yeah,
other
exactly.
one-
It's not.
I still like, although like I still like, I'm not behind the Xbox One at all. Like, I'd still rather buy a PS4.
I pre-ordered a PS4.
Again, you were a Sony fan, so
Well, but like even like changing their policies, I'm still like, no. I've liked what I've seen the other place so far.
I
More
actually
than what I
think
saw.
here's the thing, though, is why I completely disagree with that, is because you're doing exactly what the mass population does, and that pisses me off. Is that everyone's like, oh, a new generation of consoles, good. I want it to be exactly like the last one. And
No,
that,
because-
to me, is retarded.
No, because I've already told you my reasoning. I like the games better on PlayStation.
No.
I'm
not saying that your reasoning is wrong.
That's why I would get it. That is why.
Yeah, like I
would
said,
get
because
the
you're a big
Super-
Sony supporter.
Hashtag Naughty
Like I
Dog.
said, you're a big Sony supporter. But,
because
I
of
mean,
the-
in, like, just
Not because-
general... Huh?
I said just because of their first-party games, not because of what they're doing with their
No,
policies.
no. I know, but you said, like, the Xbox policies were... You didn't,
I know,
even though that
but-
they're changed, it's still not as good.
I'm just saying that it didn't sway my opinion on it. It didn't
Yeah.
change. Like, I didn't care. Like, I was just like, I still am not gonna buy it. Plus PC
Yeah, but
Master.
again, like I said, you're a Sony supporter because of the games.
Wait,
But,
are
I
you
mean,
talking?
If you were, my thing is, if you're a neutral party and you like both games on both systems, and now they both have the same essentially the same exact stuff going into every little detail of them. There's no difference between the console except for Xbox Live versus PSN.
No, Hayden.
Everybody that talk about a console, I would straight up tell you, go buy Xbox Live. It's worth it. The internet connection is better. Microsoft never got hacked. PlayStation Network goes down.
See, now
I
you're judging
mean-
this off previous things. We're not really gonna know what it's like until the PS4 comes out. Sony could have
Well,
completely.
that's how
fixed
you're
it.
supposed to judge, though. That's how you're supposed to judge things, is by what they've done in the past. And Sony has never proven themselves as far as networking goes.
See, that's not me though.
why I'm excited
look-
to see where this goes. I'm excited to see what changes and what is better because their friend
Yeah.
system, everything about their life pretty much was crushed compared to Xbox, except for the fact that you didn't have to pay for it. That was the only
Yeah.
thing.
But here's the thing, though, Hayden. I'm not talking about, like... I'm not saying that the Xbox One is going to be better than the PS4. All I'm saying is if you were a neutral party who doesn't know about these two consoles, and you had to base your judgment off of the PlayStation 3 versus the Xbox 360, In all actuality, I would tell you that you should go for the Xbox because of one thing. Xbox has proven itself where Sony failed at doing so.
I think
Okay.
they should wait until.
I mean,
don't
the
don't
fact that
pre-order a
everybody
console.
like,
I say don't pre-order a console. Don't buy it when it's released. I say wait a bit for the reviews to come out and see which one is actually better.
Exactly.
But I mean, here's my like theory on it, right? Is when the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One come out. Or okay, actually, I got completely off topic because I got confused by what Cons was saying. Anyway, what I meant is like where I was going with that whole thing was, if you have to base your opinion off of the previous consoles, okay. Xbox, as one of the things that just shows, I mean, granted, they're a company, so they had to do this regardless. But I mean, really, Microsoft has enough money where they could have just been like, F it, we'll do this, and if you guys don't like it, you don't like it. But everybody complained about the way that the Xbox One policies were. Well, when they complained, Xbox was like, you know what, fine, we'll change them. And then they put them back to the previous console, just like PlayStation did. And that just shows they went that extra mile to change all of the policies back, drop all of those new partnerships with all those new companies they had, just because the fans were like, no, we don't like this.
No, that's kind of like
I mean, so
Apple.
if I was like an outside party looking in, that would be like a huge selling point to me. Because then it's like, oh, well, if everybody complains because something doesn't work, they're obviously going to try to fix it.
Now,
Or like Sony, they hid from everybody that their network got hacked
But-
for 4 months.
Okay.
Ryan,
One thing. Hold on, Sam. One thing. With Xbox's policy change, as a business, they're not looking at really what people are saying vocally. They looked at their pre-order numbers and said, crap, we're getting crushed by the PlayStation 4 right now. We are
Oh, yeah,
not
of course.
selling as many pre-orders. We need to change something to fix that. They don't care what we think as long as we are giving them money.
Well, of course, but that's how businesses work. But what I'm saying, though, is that Sony wasn't getting near... Look at how bad Sony did on the PlayStation 3, and they didn't change anything.
But they fixed it for this generation. They
But
have
that's
our
the thing, they fixed it for this generation. But
I'm
they
saying
didn't fix last generation that you
Yeah.
already spent all this money on.
Well,
okay. So
That-
what?
that was all.
think,
They are also learning from. You're saying that they are doing the exact same thing as Microsoft because they are learning from their mistakes and they are trying to change it and get the community behind them.
In a way, but they're also following their same mistakes, remember, with the RAM.
true.
Now,
The
what?
biggest problem with the last generation console, for Sony anyway, was their hardware just couldn't function like it should because of that ARM architectured processor. And guess what? With the new one, they're like, let's put in GDDR5 RAM just because we think that we don't need these system tasks to run and we need a more GPU-based architecture. When in reality, there's a reason why computers don't do that, because you still need DDR3, which they don't have a lot of, and it's just not going to function like it is, and I see a bunch of problems coming out with that. If there isn't, congratulations to you, Sony. You did something that no one else in the technology industry has ever tried, and because it never worked. And I mean, power to you. You guys are honestly geniuses. But if it fails, I'm going to be sitting there like, I told you so.
Now here's what
And
I
on
was
that
thinking.
note, I think we should end it off here. We've been going for over an hour and like a half.
Oh, I was
right?
just about to make my statements.
All
So
right, you can
close.
go ahead and make your statement, Sam. We'll let you go.
I was saying that I feel like Sony is kind of like Apple at this point because, you know, Apple, whenever they come out with a new iPhone, and I'm sorry if you guys are Apple fans, but what I'm trying to say is when you really think about it, whenever a new iPhone, iPad, whatever comes out, there's nothing different except for like just a couple of added features. Yeah, they still, you know, they keep it at the same price point as the previous one was at, and then they lower the other one, you know, to $100. But honestly, when a new iPhone comes out, there's nothing really new, but everybody loves it. And I have to say, also, my second statement was being, I actually, you know, since I'm used to these things like Steam and cloud, you know, gaming from like an application, you know, I really like the idea of the Xbox One like that. But, you know, of course, the majority of gamers in the gaming world and universe are mostly console gamers, or a lot of them were. So they're all used to buying discs and coming home and putting it in and playing. However, I've actually recently been trying to transfer from discs over to, just downloading
Digital.
games from the PSN store. But
Yeah.
because I really like it, because, you know, when you really think about it, you have to get in your car and drive over to GameStop or your local retail game store, and then you have to buy a game, which I know that it's stupid, that some people think, wow, I'm kind of over-exaggerating for going into statistics here, but you are technically spending more money going to a local retail store, because unless you were buying a used game, you're spending money on gas trying to get there, and also when you're at home, you can save yourself some time and money trying to get there by just downloading the digital copy. Plus, you see, here's another thing, you never run out of digital copies. Like, you could go on a store and 500 million people could have bought this one game, but it'll still always be there because it's a digital copy and can be infinitely.
The same thing that you're saying is exactly my point on why Xbox was going DRM. I mean, again, I'm not sticking up for it, but that is why. Is because you pay most of the money you spend on games.
Are you saying that this is a good point I'm making or a bad point?
Yes, no, I'm saying it's a great point you're making, but people just don't understand it. Here's the thing. Is people were complaining, asking on that video why I said that Xbox, how did I know that Xbox was going to be like Steam, in a way? And the reason why is, do you want to know why Steam can have these incredible sales and cut the price points? Because you don't pay for packaging, you don't pay for a disc, you don't pay for any of this stuff, you just pay for the content. And that means,
I've had
plus
so many
you can never trade it in.
this.
Well, hold on,
I've
plus
had
you
so-
can never trade it in. So they don't have to worry about the publishers not making any money. So these publishers are running to Steam like, take my money now. Like, take my game, take my money, put it on your store. Like, do it, please. Instead of running to Xbox and PlayStation 1. So not only would Xbox have gotten more titles, yeah, people would have had to get used to it, big deal. They shouldn't have made it 24-hour DRM check, that's true. It should have been like a week or 2 weeks or a month or something like that. But the plan that they were instating was a good idea for the future of gaming. And because of idiotic people who could have easily just went and bought a PlayStation 4 because they're too stupid to get with the times and move on to new technology, I'm sorry, you guys can all get mad at me, but that is true. We are going to be stuck with last generation stuff in new technology.
Because you know, Ryan, you, me, Connor, Hayden, DeAndre, we've all moved on to this new technology because now, you know, like I said, for me, I'm downloading my games from PSN Store. I'm not going to GameStop really anymore.
Well,
Yeah,
sadly,
but-
a lot of
And all
people just
PC
don't
gamers have
understand.
already moved to this new technology.
Go ahead, Cons.
Yes, just sadly, a lot of people don't understand. Like, the main people buying these things or downloading them are parents who know nothing about technology or little kids who know nothing about technology.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, that-
just
I
really,
agree
just
with
we just
Cons.
have to wait for them to
Thing-
grow up.
A big thing, though, also that a lot of people don't put into consideration when they think about digital downloads on a console is even when you digitally download something on PSN or on Xbox, it's still usually the same price as the game would be used. And the reason why is because it's not Steam. You can still go buy a disc copy. So Xbox doesn't, or PSN doesn't get that, like, ability to lower the price of the digital downloads
Yeah,
because
sure.
the game developers are still like, look, they could still go buy this game for your console on a disc and then go trade it in a week later, and we would get no money back for it. So, no, you are going to sell it for the price that we set so that we make our money. And that's the reason why that's like one of the big reasons why I see people like, well, digital downloads, you still have to pay the same price as a disc. And I'm like, yeah, but you wouldn't have to if it was set up like Steam is, which is what Xbox was doing. And the other thing real quick, Sam, is I completely agree with what you were saying about PlayStation being like Apple in a way, but in another way I completely disagree.
Well, yeah.
You're right on the way where you said, like, here's the reason why I say it's kind of like Apple. Is everything you said, like how they
And-
wait to fix something until the next generation comes out. They pretty much keep everything the same throughout every new edition, except they add like one or two neat little things that you don't necessarily need, but it's nice. Except for, you know, this gen to last gen.
And then
where it's
people
still,
go
like,
crazy over it.
yeah, exactly, because it's a huge publisher. But here's the difference in what sets Sony away from Apple from being like the same idea, is every time Apple comes out with something new, you can't use your old products on it. You have to buy everything brand new. Where
Yep.
Sony, one thing that I love that Sony has always done, except for the PlayStation 3 for a while, you couldn't play PS2 games.
Well, you still
Is
can't
the
on the new
fact
PS3.
I
On the
thought
new,
that you had to download that one update to do it.
Nope, you still can't.
you
and it's
can't
something
play
to do with-
PS2
okay.
games.
Well, it's something to do with the Blu-ray. I researched it one time, and it's something to do with like the Blu-rays, like the Blu-ray driver and the old games. and
Yeah.
something with the system. It's just unable to run them. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because of the new architecture. That's actually, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay. But basically, other than that, Sony's always been really good with their controller style. Always stays pretty close to the same. You can usually use old controllers on the new systems. I mean, you might need an adapter, but you can use them. Like, they're really good with going, like, what's the word I'm talking about? Like, being able to use older stuff on newer stuff.
That's like it's
There's a word for it, but I can't remember.
things
Anyway,
not becoming
they're really good at
obsolete.
Being able to taking your
Backwards
basically
compatible.
backwards compatible. That's it. They're really good at being backwards compatible. Usually, Xbox could have done a better job on that with the 360, with playing Xbox games and still being able to be in a party. I thought that was weird. I don't know why they couldn't have changed that. I mean, there's probably some technological way that stopped it, like with Sony not being able to play
Yeah.
PS2 games. But I mean, you know, they've both been pretty good with it. But I'm not gonna lie, Sony is a lot better at backwards compatibility than Xbox is.
Well,
at
and
least so
so-
far.
Can I say something? Have
Yeah.
they said isn't the Xbox One not backwards compatible with the Xbox 360?
No, it is. Supposedly
It
it
is?
is. Supposedly.
So-
Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that part out.
I think
Um,
I totally accidentally hit the end call button.
Okay,
Well,
well,
we're
I'm
getting
gonna
long
cut
enough,
that
so
part
we need
out.
to end it off anyways. We need
Yeah.
to end it.
Anyway, finish what you're saying, Han.
So
Actually, just
So-
start all over.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't know. Okay. So
you're saying about the Xbox, like being
Okay.
backwards compatible.
Xbox One. I'm not sure if it's backwards compatible. You're saying that it supposedly is.
It supposedly is because they're both the same architecture, like the x86, so it should be.
Gotcha. Okay, so with PlayStation 4, they said that it's not going to be, but a while ago they bought God, what's the service called? It's a streaming game service. I can't remember. the name.
Gamefly?
No, it's not GameFly. It's
GameStop? I meant
No. I could look it up. But basically it's a game streaming service where it's like you can stream the game to your console. They bought them out, and what I think they're planning to do with the PS3 games and PS2, PS1 is kind of what Wii U
Gaikai.
did. Gaikai, yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of what Wii U did with Virtual Console.
Yes.
Now I'm not sure if they're gonna follow the same thing, but with Virtual Console on Wii U, you pay $1 to upgrade like the games that you own to be on the Wii U, which basically means that you don't need your old Wii to play it anymore because it's upgraded to your Wii U.
Yeah.
Like that kind of sucks because you would have to pay $1 for every game that you own if you want it like upgraded, but it also gives you that backwards compatibility option if Xbox say doesn't.
That's pretty cool. But the thing with Xbox is they have cloud gaming, so
Yeah.
basically, I forget. I think it was Kotaku that stated even if the Xbox One isn't backwards compatible, you
Mhm.
could always, in theory, upload like save your game to your hard drive
Mhm.
and make it a digital copy,
Gotcha.
and then it should work. So I mean, like, it's one of those things we'll have to see when they're actually released or like what
Yeah.
the official statements on it say, because Microsoft and Sony are both going to have to make some public comment about backwards
Exactly.
compatibility, or else both of them are going to take a hit.
So I'm sure everybody here is aware of this, that Don Matrick is going to Zynga.
He already
Yep.
did.
Oh, he
He
already
already
did, yeah. But
Yep. That was last month.
did we ever talk about that?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I just
Did you know
couldn't
that
remember.
he was-
I just
Did you
couldn't
know that
remember.
Did you know that a while ago Microsoft tried to buy Zynga?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Zynga bought a
Because
lot of stuff.
Could you
though.
imagine Zynga games on? Not only could you imagine Zynga games on Xbox, like first off, that'd make them a lot of money. Second off, the amount of money that Zynga makes off Facebook, and Microsoft being that closer to owning Facebook,
Yeah.
that would give them a direct competition with Google because of Google Plus and YouTube versus Facebook.
Yeah.
That would be ridiculous. But anyway, on that note, you guys, we're going to end off the Let's Talk here. It's an hour and a half. Figured I'd go ahead and throw that out before we got into a new topic. And
Yeah.
we will see you guys next week on the next episode. This will be episode 7, so we'll see you guys on episode 8.
Oh, for me, it's episode 10 right now.
And like Colin
Okay,
said, as
goodbye.
always, guys, it's been MMFQ Death, and thank you all for watching.
All right, peace, everybody.
I don't think I said that. I don't think I said that.
Goodbye. My